Good morning. Hello, hobby people. This is Justin again with Mock Speed Hobbies. Today, I decided to try something a little different, a brand that we've never brought into the store before. This is a Hobao. I believe I'm saying that the right way. This is their Hyper TT 10th scale 4-wheel drive Truggy. I will say the box kind of confused me at first because they do have both the electric and the nitro displayed on the box. So they're using the same box for both. This is supposed to be the brushless electric version, which you'll see here on the side, electric, and it's the blue. Just some of the design qualities kind of struck me as being pretty cool. Some stuff that I'd seen in racing vehicles, but fairly low cost. But you've got like gull wing A-arms and really nice looking shocks and a great looking platform. But at a fairly low cost. You're looking at about $339 for a ready to run vehicle. So I just laid my hands on this. I have not even opened the box, so we will do it together. Box unfolds and opens up real easily. Didn't even have to cut any tape. That's pretty cool. Okay, so here's the manual. And it looks like you've got an antenna tube in there. The controller is here. Controller feels really good in the hand. I've got really large hands and there's plenty of grip room there. There's plenty of room for my finger. You've got throttle neutral, throttle trim, steering dual rates. And you got throttle and steering reversing there. Looks like you've got endpoint adjustments. So really nice radio by Hobao. It's a 2.4 gig. I'm assuming this is probably going to be a 4-cell setup. I'm just trying to figure out how to open it. Okay, so you just pull it back. Yeah. So yeah, 4 regular AA size batteries, snaps in place there into a battery tray. And let's see what we have here. Hey, this is really cool. It actually has its own programming card for the ESC. That is not something I've ever seen in a ready to run vehicle before, where you actually have a programming card. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm telling you, this looks like unbranded Hobbywing stuff. This card looks exactly like the Hobbywing. I'm not 100% sure if it's Hobbywing or not. The body's not attached. It's wrapped in plastic to protect it. This is not the largest 10th scale I've ever seen, but it's a real handy dandy size, I guess you'd put it that way. It's not too large and it's not too small. It's just right, so to speak. Yeah, this is almost 100% sure that this is Hobbywing electronics. Looks like a high quality brushless motor system. The servo feels really smooth. It's got a digital servo on it, heavy adjustable servo link. It's got a heavy duty steering servo saver. It's got nice Ackerman steering on it. It's got a heavy duty upper and lower link. And see, these are the gull wing lower A-arms that I was talking about. The geometry on these things is fantastic. And you also have, I don't know if you can see it in there, but you actually have a torsion bar style anti-sway link on the front and rear. This thing is built like a miniature 8-scale Truggy. You've got aluminum shock towers front and rear. You've got aluminum bodied shocks with screw-on caps, and threaded bodies with adjustable spring tension here. And if you look, just like you've seen on some of these bigger vehicles, you've got a rubber boot to cover the shock shafts and prevent dirt from going into the O-rings and eating out your shocks. So that'll increase the lifespan of that. The other cool thing is you got hardened steel CV axles all the way around. Well, excuse me, CV axles in the front, dog bones in the rear, but you've got steel drive shafts. Your center line drive system is steel. This one has steel pinion and spur gear mounted to the center diff. You do have a center diff, so you have front to rear bias in this car, just like you would in a race vehicle. And I'll tell you, these are some really plush feeling shocks. They've got really good dampening. They're not loose. You see they have a fairly slow rebound that's great for racing and off-road bashing. They're going to really soak up the bumps for you. Now, it does come with the wing. The wing is going to be easy to mount as well. I am going to cut into this so that we can mount it, because I want to display this beauty in the shop here. And we'll also need to get into our clips too. And we've got some gold anodized clips here. That's a small touch, but kind of fancy. And you've also got a wrench in there for some extra zip ties if you need them. Like I said, there's wrenches in there to work on the car. There's a lug wrench in there to take your wheels on and off. So, and you've got these little buttons here for these little bevel-headed screws. And you just go ahead and screw your wing on the back. So it's pretty easy. I mean, and I'm really liking the vehicle. It's an aluminum chassis. I mean, the thing is built extremely well. You would never regret buying this. Even I'm noticing more and more stuff. Like I said, this is the first thing, or the first time I've ever opened this thing, and first time I've ever had any experience with Hobao stuff, so, or Hobao, however you like to say it. But look, you've got, where have you seen this type of stuff before? I mean, you see it on the larger 10th scale truggies and stuff. You got pivot ball or pillow ball hubs, if you want to call them that. Just everything about it's nice. You got a dust proof, you got a large switch. You've got a micro receiver there. It's a frequency hopping system. I mean, everything's high quality. It's got a nice class. Nice battery tray. I like the Velcro. It's going to be real easy to get something in there. It's got a standard Dean's T-plug style plug. I believe the thing is rated for 3 cells. So, you know, your typical 3-cell battery should fit in there no problem. Here's a really good example. A Gens Ace 5300 with a Dean's plug on it. That's probably one of the bigger batteries out there. And that's going to be a little bit of a tight fit for you. So let's step her down. I just wanted to start out with the biggest thing I could get my hands on to see if possibly it would fit. But the next one I would try, obviously, is my SMC. And it's a little bit lower cost battery. This battery I know for a fact will fit. I wouldn't be surprised if even their 4-cell would fit. Their cells are considerably thinner. I mean, look at that. That's a 5,000 milliamp, 11.1 volt. This is a 50 to 75 C pack too, so it's rated to take the abuse you would put on it. And yeah, I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's the one I would use on this, mounted vertically in the tray. Pull that strap through. And you're ready to go. So as far as like, if you were to compare something like this to a Rustler, I mean, this thing is race. This is race. This is all race. It's built like a race truck. It looks like a race truck. It's going to handle like a race truck. But compare something like this to a Rustler. I mean, a Rustler is $375 versus $339. And I think if it was me buying, I'd really have to have a long, hard look at this first. Get the body lined up there. Yeah, I just really believe this is a tremendous value for somebody that wanted to get into a smaller 10th scale truggy. I mean, it's a beautiful looking truck. Well designed. Very tough. Everything about it's tough. It's got some good feeling tires too. I mean, these guys should really grip the track. Overall, I think this thing is a win. Definitely a win. I think I'm going to keep these things around, and can't wait to try this guy out. Guys, we're going to have these available. I see no reason why I wouldn't want to sell these. These are just absolutely incredible, and the price point is amazing for that type of a vehicle. So again, folks, as always, if you guys really enjoy these videos, we love making them. It really helps us if you'll hit that subscribe button, if you'll like our Facebook page, and always sign up for notifications. Hit that bell when you hit subscribe. That way, when we put out a new video like this, you'll instantly be notified. Tell your friends about our channel. We'd love to have them too. The more the merrier. We love liking these videos, and we love seeing that you guys like them. You know, if you guys have anything to say or you have any comments, be sure to comment down below. You guys have a great weekend. We hope to see you in here soon.